Welcome back to Jocks of the Round Table.
He was about to cough or see.
I had to hold in the cough. You saw it?
You turned to cough as soon as he said welcome back, and then you took off running.
Hey, it's for the betterment of everybody.
That's true. That's true.
I'm going to start this off by saying there is no way that anyone on this podcast or listening to this podcast had a worse weekend than I did. Between Kentucky basketball and the Yankees trade.
Oh, yeah.
I
don't talk about it.
Yeah, I want to hear more about the Yankees trade because,
and the Kentucky loss.
Well, yeah, let's start. Yeah, Kentucky loss. Let's start with that because it's further in the past.
Yeah,
that was one of the most frustrating games. 2 for 20 from 3, with the most efficient 3-point shooter in the conference, shooting 0 for 6.
The last one wasn't a good look though.
Yeah, that didn't matter.
Well, it doesn't help that your best shooter is just on a cold streak, a multiple games.
So is our third best shooter. I'm
just saying, it's tough. That's just a tough situation.
The worst part was so here's how I would word it. So comparing it to the game at Tennessee, Kentucky had a better offensive night against Tennessee's defense, which I think is its best defense in the nation.
Them and Texas Tech, I think, are 1 and 2.
Yeah, Texas
I think
Tech
San Diego State is.
When you watched Texas Tech and Tennessee play, you saw how.
Yes.
I think San Diego
So
State
against
is
that defense, Kentucky had a better offensive night Saturday, offensive game Saturday, but a worse shooting performance. When they played at Tennessee, they missed contested, tough shots. Saturday, they missed 18 threes, 9 of them were wide open.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating.
Mm-hmm. And something I saw was everybody was like, Kentucky played awful on Saturday. I was like, well,
they
shot really bad, but they also had 47 offensive rebounds. So they had.
Well, and a lot of them were without Oscar.
Yeah.
So it was they were missing shots, but every time they possessed the ball, they had 2 or 3 times to score.
And then they would miss an open shot.
Right.
It's so frustrating.
So I was like...
They played well. It's just and that happens sometimes.
They didn't play their best.
Shots didn't.
They just shot horribly.
Yeah.
Shots just didn't fall. They played well pretty much everywhere else. I feel like. Yeah. What was the final score of that game? 70.
Lost by 7, 69-62, I think.
Yeah.
And
68-61.
The biggest thing that it was is, I told Christian this before the game started. Tennessee had an easy game against Mississippi State. They played before Kentucky did, so they had longer to rest.
You couldn't get back to the hotel until midnight that night.
And they had a tough
not
game.
An excuse, it's just that stuff.
They had to try the entire game.
Vandy was very physical.
So
it was a physically tough game and mentally tough because they played really well against Scottie Pippen, but Jordan Wright, made it a close game.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see it this time, but I have seen it in the past, and everybody's like, oh, the only reason this team lost is because they played an extra game. And it's like, well, be better because don't
100%.
put yourself in that situation.
Oh, Kentucky shouldn't have been in the latest game Friday. They shouldn't have been the 3 seed. They should have played better earlier in the season and been the one of the 2.
Yeah.
Oh, A&M, yeah. Oh, for the championship game. Yeah, they should have put. They had a streak during the season before kind of their last
8
3
games.
Yeah.
They lost. They didn't win
the tournament.
I think there was
100%.
a streak. I think it was January 15th to February 15th.
Yeah.
Was in between their wins.
Yeah.
I think that started. That first loss on that streak was against Kentucky because we went A&M and Auburn.
Well, they beat Florida to stop the streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost to Tennessee somewhere along there too.
Yeah. Okay, they lost to everybody somewhere along there.
What about the Yankees trade?
I'm still.
Hey, bringer of rain.
I'm still just confused about it. I don't understand it at all. So the problem is, I think that the Yankees think that they checked 2 boxes with their offseason goals, right? So their goals were shortstop, another outfielder. Brian Cashman said this at the beginning of the offseason before the lockout. He was like, we have to address shortstop, whether that's a long-term solution or if it's short-term before we bring up one of these young guys.
Which I think that could be a long-term solution.
What? One of the young guys?
No. Kleiner.
No. He's a short-term solution.
think so?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's
25 maybe, but he's not.
He's a short-term solution because
He's a utility guy. Last year was his only year he played shortstop full time.
Okay.
prospects are gonna the prospects will be better than him that the Yankees have.
Volpe is the best shortstop prospect for any MLB team, and the Yankees have him and are very
happy with
that.
Yeah,
and they I completely understand that. Mm-hmm. Totally reasonable, makes sense.
Just not ready yet.
Not ready yet. But so they said we have to address shortstop. We have to address outfield. We need athleticism and defense in the outfield. We have that with Gallo, but that's it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Judge is an incredible defender, but he's not
He's not really rangy.
He's not really rangy, but the balls that he gets to, he makes every play, and he has a cannon.
Yeah.
So defensively, yes, he's still good defensively, but he's not. We don't. And then last year with Hicks being injured, we just didn't have a real center fielder. We had Brett Gardner out there. We tried a couple prospects out there.
Gallo.
And it's
Gallo's not a center
we can't
fielder.
be piecing together center field. You can't do that. We need someone to play center. Hicks is coming back from injury, but they said we want another outfield option. And then they said the rest of it is pitchers. We need pitchers, just in general. Everyone needs pitchers always. And then first base, obviously.
Which Donaldson can play first base, can he?
I don't want him to.
He can.
I'm afraid that
He did a little bit last year for the Twins, but he's better at third.
I know that they think they checked the box with shortstop with IKF. I know that they think that. That's another debate is about what to call this guy. Because Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is a mouthful.
Falafel.
Some people there's another podcast I listened to, a Yankees podcast, and they just called him Kalefa. They just combined Kiner and Falefa and said Kalefa. We might call him that.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But the other thing they did was they re-signed this guy, Tim LaCastro. He's an outfielder. Mm-hmm. We had him last year. I think he's like the second fastest MLB player. He tore his ACL in August. I don't know why, but it feels like they said, okay, we got another outfielder. It's like, no, he's not healthy in any way.
9 months would be May. I mean...
But like...
and people come back from ACLs fine.
The other thing I don't understand is we now don't have a starting catcher. We have 2 backup catchers.
Platoon.
I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't know.
Ride the hot hand.
All this trade did was open, all it did was just raise questions. That's it. It didn't, it solved, it provided a stopgap at shortstop, and then everything else was just
Who played third? Gio for y'all?
Gio, he should have won the Gold Glove last year at third base. He's an insane defender. Yeah. And one of our goals, the other thing he said, just in general, going into the offseason, we got to get faster, we got to get more athletic, we have to have better defense. We had bad defense last year.
That don't help bringing in
Gio was in my eyes. I mean, Matt Chapman's
a stud.
But in terms of in the American League at third base, defensively, it's Matt Chapman, it's Gio Urshela. We got worse on defense in one position, better on defense at shortstop. Yeah. And they say that this other catcher we got is a good defensive catcher, and Higashioka was a better defensive catcher than Gary Sanchez. But
Gary wasn't good defensive at really at all.
It was the Nerds' fault, but
yeah, They
just
messed with him too much.
The other thing about it was emotional's not the right word, but that was the end of the Gary Sanchez ups and downs that we've dealt with since 2016. That was the end of it. We just traded him for a stopgap shortstop and a 38-year-old third baseman who's owed $50 million over the next 2 years. That was what I would have rather seen him play out this season, and then he walks in free agency. Mm-hmm. I would have preferred, and it's
pay for it.
No, because we wouldn't have given him a qualifying offer because he wasn't going to make that much.
That's fair.
They're also taking those away.
Hello.
Is that in the CBA?
We're still doing baseball. Oakley's talking about the Yankees trade.
Really?
I don't know if they nailed that part down a bit yet.
Really? Well, I hope that...
Because then if there's no comp pick, if you're not losing a comp pick attached to it, hometown teams are more likely to retain those free agents. If that makes sense.
That's fair. I mean, when do you think that would go into effect? Because that affects
No, I think it's
this
coming
offseason?
up off season.
So this offseason you'll get the comp picks.
I think so.
Well, I think you should because people signed before this.
Yeah, that's true.
So you would have to before.
I'm sure they talked about that.
Yeah, I think you would have to.
It's a really confusing trade. I don't understand it. The other thing that it does is Donaldson's going to play third base, and so that means DJ LeMahieu is not going to play third base. So it's like, so he's either everyday first base, or there's another move coming for a first baseman, in which case Gleyber Torres has to be moved because he's second base, and then DJ's going to have to play second.
How old is Gleyber Torres?
25, 26.
That's what I thought. He's still under team control for what,
2 more years,
yeah.
And he's another very dramatic, like, former prospect that just like ups and downs. It's just
he's solid, but he's average. I mean, a little bit above average.
He started off like this guy's going to be a superstar, and then he kind of dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's just so confusing.
Well,
the Yankees are very confusing. There's so much more they have to do.
Yeah.
And they're not doing anything yet. I mean, they did something yesterday. I guess.
Yeah.
Other big baseball news.
Yeah.
Probably even bigger baseball news.
Biggest baseball news of the offseason, I think.
The Braves today traded their top 2 prospects and 2 other prospects for Matt Olson. Yes.
Now, hold on a second. He plays first base.
For Matt Olson at first base, which we had our first baseman from last year.
What happened to him?
He's a current free agent.
I gotta be honest, because I have so many Braves fan friends. Like the Olsen trade this morning, and kind of the what on earth is going on, that got me over the Yankees trade pretty quickly.
Well, at first I was sad because I mean Freddie's been there for 12 years, I think, somewhere around in there. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
it's 12-ish years. We just won a World Series. He's been the face of the franchise for that long. It hurts that we're not going to bring him back, but at the same time, like, you're not going to be paying a 36-year-old $35 million a year. And
I would.
I mean,
then again, I'm a Yankees fan. So.
Is he worth it? Yeah. Not everybody's got
Well, the Braves can. You know they can.
The Braves only had $20 million in operating income last year.
That's not how that works. You know it.
But at the same time, like, for the future, we get a first baseman that's solid for 2 years more control. Stops for 2 years. 2 more years, we're going to be competing for a World Series. Easily. We've got Acuna signed for a long term. We've got Ozzie signed for a long term. Dansby probably walks after this year. Because I'm not a huge Dansby fan. I think he's a great fielder.
But he's hot.
I think he's a great fielder, but just not that good with the bat. He's very ups and downs. Kind of like Gleyber Torres. I mean,
except for Torres stinks on defense at shortstop.
Well, Dansby, like, he'll make some great plays, and all of a sudden he'll like miss a routine one, and that's what frustrates me all the time. But I like it for the taking out the emotional side of losing the face of the franchise, then like having to come to that realization, like.
That's always hard.
But
sometimes it's for the best.
I truly believe it's for the best. It's kind of like a lateral move. We keep first baseman. The biggest gripe I have is I don't care that we gave up Pache. I haven't been that impressed with him when he's been up in the majors. He's struggled with the bat. Now he's a great center fielder. He's Gold Glove caliber center fielder. But I don't. Him with the bat worries me, so I'm okay with giving him up. Langoliers, I really liked him at catcher. I thought he was going to be the guy.
You just never know. He may never sniff the MLB. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. And we've got Contreras still, I think. I didn't look at that after I said, because I know we traded Alex Jackson last year for Duvall. That was straight up to the Marlins, and we had when we had d'Arnaud and Flowers 2 years ago, and we had or in the COVID season. Then we had both of them got hurt or were on a COVID list, and we had Alex Jackson and Contreras come up.
Who caught last year in the postseason?
Darno.
Darno did. He came back.
We still have Darno.
Okay.
So then Contreras was okay, so I was fine with giving up Alex Jackson because then we still have Langoliers too. So catcher we're gonna need to get one for the future because Darno's not a spring chicken anymore.
Well, no, he's a human.
That's a good phrase right there.
2 years ago, the Yankees had no shortstops in their system. Now they have set 7 of their top 30 prospects are shortstops.
Yeah,
so stuff like when it comes to
getting a position,
filling a position, when you see 3 years in the future, we need to fill a position. You can start that now and get to that point.
Yeah. So and that's what I don't know. I think Darno's contract may be up after this year, maybe up after next year. I'm not sure.
My thing is just, it seems like to me, whether Freddie Freeman was going to leave or not, it needed to go down to him picking between the Braves and whoever he was going to go to.
Before he made...
Not the Braves.
Not the Braves
him to
punting on it.
Yeah. They made the decision for him, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't think he deserved to be punted on. And I think he got punted on.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, he can come back in DH.
That would be awful. If you had 2
Gold
Glove defensive caliber first basemen and you DH'd one of them. That'd be just mean. Be like,
I mean,
also the other 29 teams would be looking at you like, dude, come on, what?
Also, I mean,
just
Olsen,
give us one.
Olsen is from the Atlanta area too. He's bringing back home for 2 years, so he may want to stay there after.
Maybe
we got 2 more years of team control.
He's young.
Maybe the Braves are just going to punt on him again.
7 about
How old is Freddie Freeman now? 32? Olsen's going to be 29?
28. He's going to be 28. He's
so
almost 28.
He's going to be 29 or 30 when he hits free agency?
He'll be 30 the start of his first, after he signs his free agency contract.
If you're not going to pay Freeman now, I don't think they're going to pay Olsen then.
That's my thing.
I mean, it is 2 years.
It's 2 years. We made this so we can run for 2 years with a legitimate first baseman, and we got 2 more years to go in a World Series before we have to worry about that again.
I mean, that's...
I completely understand that, but I think that you also have to. I mean,
yeah, 2 years of Freddie too.
I was going to say, I don't think there's going to be a huge separation between Olsen and Freddie Freeman.
My thing is do we want to be paying a 38-year-old $40 million?
Yeah, because you only had to pay him. It's not going to be 40 though.
Aren't salaries?
No. Usually in the MLB they're flat.
Okay.
Flat or declining actually.
Yeah. It's usually either front loaded or
because it's all guaranteed. They typically front load them because
they get
time value of money is more valuable now than it is later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because you can invest it now or do whatever with it now.
It makes them more desirable as trade pieces.
Correct.
Yeah,
when they're older.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know where your team's going to be in 5 years. So
right.
You can be like, hey, I'll pay $5 million of his 15 that he's owed. You take 10, and a lot of teams are like, okay, I'll pay $10 million.
Well, that's what
Joey Votto's contract was not a contract where the Reds have any chance of trading it.
Yeah.
Because 38, 39, 40, he's going to get 25 a year. No one's going to pick that up.
Yeah.
Kind of like Eric Hosmer's right now.
Yes.
Eric Hosmer's was bad.
They're trying to attach their top prospects to him to get rid of him right now.
I think the Cubs should take it.
Why not? I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mackenzie Gore in that process.
Especially since
get a good throwing lefty.
I'm trying to think in the NL Central, other than the Brewers.
Cardinals
are good. But the
Reds sold. They sold Sonny Gray.
Reds might win 40 games next year.
Yeah,
Sonny Gray, Eugenio Suarez, Jesse Winker, Wade Miley before the lockout.
Yep, you're
Sonny
right.
Gray last 2 or 3 days ago.
They're not re-signing Castellanos.
They're not. Castellanos he walked in free agency, and they're not bringing him back. And they're trying to get rid of Luis Castillo right now.
They've got some good prospects, I think, coming up. I know Hunter Green. I'm pretty sure he's there.
Speaking of Luis
Castillo,
for a
million years, I feel like.
Hunter Green.
Yeah, I think he's 20.
I remember when he was the first overall pick.
Yeah.
I have a serious gripe about Wardle.
Oh, because they're on the wrong team.
Yes, Wardle. Yeah. Not Wordle.
Who
Hey,
did I guess today? That was Arenado. Arenado, I guessed today, and he was on the. He's still on the Rockies on that game.
Oh.
I just guessed. So I started with Ryan Weathers, and it said like starting pitcher on the Padres, and like everything right except he threw left-handed, and I was like, oh, Yu Darvish throws right-handed.
Yeah.
I was like, it's either Clevenger or Yu Darvish.
Hey, speaking of that, I mean, the Cubs did deal Darvish last year to the Padres, so they might just be like, hey, let's do another one.
Let's make
I mean,
if it was a smooth and kind negotiation for both sides, teams typically revisit those.
Well, most GMs too like are friends for the most part, right? Or somewhat.
I think so. I mean, I really don't know because they're weird people.
You gotta be like a nerd.
They're weird people that they don't sleep much, and so then they're weird people that are always grumpy.
Yeah.
I think
It's a
GMs are
stressful
weird
job
people.
too.
100%. You can literally, like, if you're a GM, you can Google your name and find 6 death threats, probably. Would be my guess. Not Google it, but, like, search it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And find 6 people that want you to die. So it's like, that's a stressful job. I think there was a comedian that had a bit about that, it was Joe Rogan, had a bit about Obama being the first president when Google was, like, at its peak and just being, like laying in bed at night being like, I'm going to see what the American people are saying about me. Like, Googling his name, and then the way Joe Rogan, he, like, was looking at his phone, he's like, I'm not gay. What? Like that is really funny. But yeah, like,
Yeah, that's
being
funny.
a GM, I think would suck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go to football. And
But also being a GM, the Yankees would have won like 20 World Series in 2009.
20 since 09.
The Cubs are talking
Yeah,
to
why
the that Japanese prospect tonight.
Saya Suzuki, dude, he's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Like, he's really good.
yeah.
The Yankees haven't had a Japanese player since Tanaka went back to Japan. I miss Tanaka.
We haven't had one since Kosuke Fukudome.
You had Yu Darvish.
That's a good point. He is Japanese. Japanese. Do you remember that from New Girl? First episode.
Oh, yeah.
When he's trying to guess what CC is,
Who's the
he's like,
catcher we know had Japanese? Was it
Japanese.
Giovanni Sensei?
Him and Michael Barrett.
Chichelia.
I completely
Jaya.
forgot that Yu Darvish was Japanese.
Yeah.
Just because he's been over here for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go to football.
Oh, wait, one more thing.
No.
Do you remember Daisuke Matsuzaka?
I hated him. But I'll never forget that year, the Little League World Series, there was a Japanese team. And I don't know how many kids are on the Little League World Series team.
Like
Let's say
12.
there's 20.
Rano
It's
would know.
12.
He would know.
It's
Let's say it's 12.
He lost to Japan.
Let's say there's might have been that year. So this is Rhino's fault. But literally, it was 12 straight kids. You know, they do their name, their position, like their favorite player. 12 straight kids. Daisuke Matsuzaka. All of them. Every single one of them. And I was like, what about Ichiro? No.
Yeah, that's messed up.
They didn't care about Ichiro.
They
It was all about Daisuke.
They didn't care about
Yeah.
Hideki Matsui.
Yeah, that was mean of them.
Sinshu Chu.
Also,
I think he's
not,
Korean.
not
Korean.
Japanese.
Yeah, I think he's
Like, that is not a Japanese.
I said that.
Wow,
I said that. And I was like,
Whoa.
no, he's Korean.
Whoa. Last thing.
Actually, the last thing.
Yeah. Probably the worst thing ever. For me, there's a guy, I don't even know his name. He played in the MLB for a little bit, and he has been like posting like free agent signings on his Instagram, and it's been right in like a day in advance
Mike
of
Hawk
everyone
or
else.
whatever?
No.
Mike
It's
Hawk?
it's like it's a Hispanic name, like Carlos something, and he
Santiago.
he posted an edit today of Freddie Freeman in a Blue Jays uniform. I'm like, please no, I don't want that to happen at all.
And they could have Vlad DH.
Yeah. Well, no, he changed on his Instagram profile. He changed his name to Vladimir Guerrero, third base. Put a 3B up there. He's been playing first. So that's not good for me.
Yeah. That's,
Also, last thing,
Where was Bichette playing?
short.
we
what
actually
about,
have to start
Bijou
talking about
second?
football.
What? Why does football matter right now?
We've been doing baseball for 25
They
minutes.
started free agency today at noon.
Yeah.
Last thing, also with the Blue Jays, Canada's not letting unvaccinated
that.
players play, and Cashman or Boone, one of the two, was like, "Yeah, we're working on that right now. We've got 2 or 3 guys that wouldn't be able to play in Toronto right now, and so like Yankees Twitter and Reddit is swirling to try to figure out who they are. There's one guy that was like, it has to be Judge. I just know that it's Aaron Judge. And they're like, he had his wedding in Hawaii, and you had to be vaccinated to have weddings in Hawaii during coronavirus, so chill out.
Yeah.
They're like, well, then it's Luke. And then they just started naming all the white guys. So I was like, well, I mean, I guess, yeah. Fair enough.
Kyrie Irving's not.
That's true.
He's not vaccinated or white.
Yeah,
Which one you
that's
were
a good
saying
point.
not to.
Both.
Okay, so we're going to... Shut up. It's been 20 minutes of
Hey,
baseball.
I'm sorry you don't like America's pastime.
That's true.
I mean,
That's
we
true.
got to talk about the GOAT coming out of retirement.
Yeah, that's true.
That trumps baseball.
Blake
I'm
Bortles
sorry.
didn't retire.
That's
He's
the
a
boat.
Oh.
That's different. So, John Alex, I want
Say
you to say whatever you're feeling about Tom.
It's exciting. I've been watching Man in the Arena last 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, I was late today.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Had to watch Man in the Arena, but I mean, NFC's kind of a cakewalk. You know, for the most part. I mean, you've got probably two other contending teams,
Rodgers and Stafford.
Green Bay and LA, yeah.
and so
Unless like San Fran made a move or something.
yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. Now, if I think the Panthers with Deshaun would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so two teams in the NFC South are interested in Deshaun Watson. He's allegedly met with them both today.
Yeah.
Saints and the Panthers.
And then they blocked the Colts.
Yeah, I get that.
I get that too. I mean, in the
Yeah, I wouldn't do
If
that.
he was 35, it'd be different.
Yeah.
He's like
28-ish, maybe not even
27.
that. Yeah,
He's very young.
he's still got 10 years in front of him,
yeah.
Yeah.
at least.
Mitch
Mitch Trubisky to the Steelers. Speaking of goats,
That's big. That's
I
that's a
actually
good
think
move for
like
them.
him
I
getting
kinda
away
don't
from
hate it.
Nagy, like I think that'll be good for him. Go into a great organization.
I think it would have been interesting to see him in New York instead of Daniel Jones.
Yeah, they're gonna have
with the
weapons.
Bills coach there.
Now they gotta address the O line,
Yeah,
but if
they can do
get,
that in the draft.
yeah, if they can get a couple O line,
Well, and I mean, they can do it in free agency now.
Yeah.
Quick
Yeah.
question about free agency. What was the deal with today? Is this real free agency or is this
this is
the
the
league?
tampering.
So they're not signed, but they're basically like verbally committed to contracts kind of
Yes.
right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of. Yeah,
Titans bringing back Ben Jones at center.
yeah.
I think we overpaid for
Letting
him, but
Quessenberry go.
that's fine. We signed another.
Cancer survivor though.
J.C.
It's kind of messed
Jackson to the
up.
Chargers. How did the Patriots feel
Yeah.
about that? I, mean, I
J.C.
guess y'all
Jackson,
knew he was going to leave.
the Chargers are.
Stacked on
They're gonna-
defense.
they're gonna be
I'm
no
tell you
joke.
Something about J.C. Jackson.
Yeah.
He does get a lot of interceptions, and he does play good coverage. But man, when they play Buffalo, he gets fucking destroyed.
He done got cooked.
And so, I don't know. I just like when they had Gilmore. Gilmore was a lot better in one-on-one, man-to-man than JC was. JC was just really good at being that number 2 corner.
Yeah.
And he gets a lot of interceptions. He is always around the ball. But if there's one thing Belichick does, he'll pull corners off the street and
Yeah.
they'll make a Pro Bowl.
I mean, what are they? They still got Jones.
Dude, McCourty re-signed today, right?
Yeah, they're good. I mean, D-Mac's back. They drafted a guy last year that played pretty well. Oh, sorry.
They got
signed
Joe Wan.
an undrafted guy last year that played pretty well.
Joe Wan. What about Joe Wan?
Why do you keep saying that?
He likes the name.
Is he still there?
Isn't
I
it
thought
just
he was.
Jawan Williams
That's
from
Joe Wan. That's how it's said.
Yes,
I'm sorry. Sometimes my Madden and real life blends together.
I mean, I don't remember seeing anything about him getting traded or anything.
Yeah, he might still be there. Maybe I'm thinking about Obi.
The way you're saying that makes it seem like you know something that he doesn't.
No, I'm just saying, like,
It's just like looking back and
like
forth.
we were really excited about, like, we liked that pick because that was the Nashville draft.
Now, I will say the first mock draft I've seen had them taking Kair.
Yeah, I did. I've seen them linked to a corner like consistently.
That's I mean, if you're letting Jackson go, I'm sure you're gonna take one.
Man.
Maybe not in the first. He might.
No, but at some
Yeah.
point.
I don't know about that. I think Belichick drafts the corner spot so well, he just doesn't care.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
You're saying that?
What else happened? I mean, we didn't talk about
Allen
Khalil
Robinson,
Mack.
where did he go? I just saw that one.
I didn't see that.
He just signed somewhere.
Who?
I saw
Allen Robinson.
I just
Oh,
saw
really?
Ocho talking about it.
Two teams that expressed the most interest in Jarvis Landry are the Chiefs and the Saints. That's what Shefty just said. Allen Robinson.
Oh yeah, the Amari Cooper trade.
Yeah,
Amari Cooper to the Browns.
Yeah.
That sucks for him. Allen Robinson Jaguars.
The Falcons.
Oh,
Yeah,
Allen Robinson to the Falcons.
That's what Ocho said.
yeah. That's what Ocho said an hour ago.
wow. That'll be good.
Zay Jones is heading to the Jaguars.
Wait, who's Ocho?
Ocho Cinco.
Is he lying though?
He would never lie.
Yeah, but people are still tweeting like at teams saying sign Allen Robinson and stuff.
I was hoping the Pats would get him.
So the Jaguars
Well,
are
this fake
reportedly
Ian Rappaport account said that he did sign with the Patriots, so that counts, right?
yeah, that counts.
Go ahead.
the Jaguars are reportedly in talks with Von Miller, Zadarius Smith, Chandler Jones, Teron Armstead, and Gilmore.
Wait,
Jesus.
who?
The Jaguars,
Wow.
which they do have a ton of money.
They signed a bunch
Yeah.
of people. Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, running back.
Kyle Rudolph to the Bengals. Uzoma to
Yeah.
the Jets.
Jets, yeah.
I saw the Uzoma thing. I was wondering what the Bengals would do.
Titans need to get a
They need a tackle.
tight end. We signed Jamarco Jones, I think that's his name, from the Seahawks. He kind of played tackle and guard. Kind of, I don't like. I mean, he's kind of like a. He could be a good backup.
Okay.
Like
you could play him in like a spot starter.
yeah,
If a guy
yeah.
got injured.
And we've got Radens, who we drafted in the second round last year,
Yeah.
and he played well when we went and watched him play the 49ers. He played right tackle that game.
Yeah.
And played well.
I mean, we
Trying
could
to
go
think
on
of
for
what
forever
else.
about NFL movement because they just
I know, but like
it's
what?
been a lot. Trying to think of big ones.
Yeah. I mean, Khalil Mack went to the Chargers too. We never talked about that.
Did we
talk
talk
about
about
it?
the Russell Wilson?
Yeah, I was
trade?
gonna say when was
Oh,
Russ?
yeah.
Was that Tuesday of last week?
It was
Now,
sometime last
I will say this about JC going to the Chargers, especially if they draft Jordan Davis. That front with J.C. Jackson on the back end, he'll get a lot of interceptions. He'll be able to jump a lot of throws.
And Derwin James and Asante Samuel.
Derwin back there.
And they have other players.
Are they
That's
keeping?
the secondary.
I think Hayward is there. If they
No,
kept
I think he's a
Hayward
free
around.
agent. I thought he was a free agent.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I don't know if they're bringing him back. But if they bring him back, and I thought Chris Harris was out there.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a free agent or not.
I don't know either.
But Samuel's good.
Asante Samuel, yeah. Yeah, they're
They're going to be good.
going all in.
Yeah, they'll be good. I mean, they need their offense to actually do something.
Yeah. Well, and they
They
got a new contract with Mike Williams, right?
Yeah, I think they did.
I'm pretty sure.
They
Like
actually they need to throw him the ball.
yeah, because when they were really good this past season, they threw him the ball a lot. So
I still hate the
Yeah,
Chargers.
those were some. I think like if you had an off-season award winner right now, they'd definitely be winning it.
yeah, for sure.
The first 10 minutes of
let's
this pod
see.
was about college basketball.
Yeah,
We were
sure.
not
I don't know.
10
I don't
minutes.
know if
It was like
I heard y'all
7.
mention it, and I was fighting like 18 enemies on Elden Ring. So
Yeah, I could hear you just spamming like clicking buttons. I was
yeah, I
like,
didn't comment on it, but I love the Mitch Trubisky.
I like it.
from
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
I like it a
I
lot.
think he's very solid, and he can move the pocket, which is something they haven't had in a while. They'll be able to keep the entire defense together and maybe add to it. And so that's pretty.
And the O-line. Yeah.
That's pretty nasty.
Trubisky.
Yeah.
Mitch Berg.
Mitch Berg's good, but he said he doesn't like Mitch. He likes Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Who cares? You don't get to pick.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. He said that.
Whoa. Mean.
Yeah, I can't think of any other NFL news.
There's going to continue.
It'll keep happening, yeah.
It better stop on Thursday when the games start, though.
No, it won't.
Well, yeah.
You working from home on Thursday?
Yes.
Must be nice.
It will be.
I have Thursday and Friday off, so.
What about Saturday and Sunday?
Kristen, are you
I
coming,
also
dude?
have that off. No, I'm not coming.
Are you for real?
Yes. I knew he was going to get mad.
Did he think you were going to come down there?
He's like asking me if I wanted to, and I was like, I'll think about it. And like, I was just there, and there's going to be like 8 people there.
I'm not talking on the phone with Christian.
Okay.
Okay, but that doesn't really make sense. But
No, it makes sense to me.
So college basketball.
Do we want to talk college basketball?
Let's talk about the first thing, the betrayal that just happened.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no.
God. I'm free to live my own life. I don't have
Let's talk
to
about
come
it.
home if you just because you want me to.
Let's talk about it. Like, I offered Kristen the chance to be in heaven down here. Hamburgers, cheese dip, 2 TVs watching college basketball.
Only 2?
That's all. I mean, I don't even have 2 now because I was relying on Kristen to come home and bring one of my TVs to me.
Well, you'll get one
So
first weekend of April when I come home.
you could suck a dick the first weekend.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
What?
Hold on.
Whoa.
Pause. The first weekend of April, he already said he was going to be at home. So who's he going to be sucking?
That's
Oh, no.
yeah. That's not just a pause. That's
Brother
like
on brother action?
Well, okay, we're not going to go down that road.
Let's stop.
Not on this podcast, we're not.
Okay, let's stop.
Pause.
Let's talk about.
All right, let's talk
about the game.
Let's talk bracket. Now, hold on. I want someone to confirm this. Because I listened to, like, John Rothstein today and stuff like that, but I want to make sure y'all see that it didn't affect my notes. What's the date and time on those notes up there?
March 13th, 2022 at 8:51 p.m.
All right, so there we go.
Last night?
Last night. So these are notes I kept during the bracket reveal. All right, so we're going to talk about each region.
Okay.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
West region.
Okay.
This is the Gonzaga region.
Yes.
Thoughts?
I think I'm going to talk about it as a whole for a second.
No. We're going to do each region.
No, but this encompasses all. So the 13 seeds, all 4 of them are very strong.
Yes.
Like
Who's the 13 in the West?
All part
Vermont.
of the 1,000-pound club?
Vermont's the 13. Vermont's a really good team.
Yeah.
I think that they'll lose to Arkansas.
I'm excited to see that game.
Yeah, I am too.
Here's
Yeah.
my thing, though.
I keep going back and forth on it.
Is I'm going to pick them to lose to Arkansas.
I've made 7 brackets, and I think I've done like 4 or 5 with Arkansas winning, or in 2 or 3 with Vermont winning. I don't know. Like, what do you want us to talk about? Like matchups that we like in the first round?
Sure, yeah.
Possible matchups?
Vermont has the offense to keep up with Arkansas. Most of
Yes.
my analysis of like these small teams that I don't know much about is based off Ken Palm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're similar on offense and tempo, but defense, there's a huge gap
Well, and
between Arkansas's defense and Vermont's defense.
Yeah.
Well, can Vermont sell a...
A block charge?
Yeah.
Like Jalen Williams can?
Yeah.
No one can.
Well, they're also playing in Buffalo.
Yeah, I don't think that's really going to have an effect.
So you think the Catamounts are going
I don't.
to
Yeah.
mount up on some cats and get there or
Good
something?
point. That is
I
what
mean-
that word means.
I mean, it's Buffalo.
It's kind of weird mounting a cat.
Here's my notes from this region if we want to get it
Yeah,
started.
get started.
So before the bracket came out, Memphis was a really, really popular, like, dark horse. I'm just hearing myself in this phone.
Yeah.
Dark horse Sweet 16 pick. Like, before the bracket came out, like, hey, if you want to look, like, looking ahead, you want a lower seed to make the Sweet 16, Memphis is a good pick. They're hot right now. Looking good. I think not anymore. So,
No.
So they've got Boise State to start with,
And Boise's pretty.
Boise State's good. I think Memphis can win that game, but then they'll play Gonzaga in the second round.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to play Gonzaga either Saturday or Sunday this weekend. I don't think Gonzaga is unbeatable, but I don't think Memphis is going to beat Gonzaga.
I mean, Duke beat them by 18 this year.
Yeah, but like Duke's, that was also when Duke was playing really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't think anyone. I mean, maybe some people will. It's not going to be a popular pick to have Memphis in the Sweet 16.
No.
And a lot of the talk leading before the bracket came out
Was them
being a dark horse Sweet 16 pick, like them being the popular dark horse Sweet 16
Yeah,
pick.
I saw somebody saying that they think the Duran Timmy matchup would be interesting just because
Could be, yeah.
Duran's so big and strong and athletic, and they
And
think
Timmy has a cool mustache.
They think Timmy might like struggle against that.
Yeah.
Who's going to guard Chad, though?
Nobody. He's unbeatable.
Yeah.
He's the number one pick. He's going to Oklahoma City.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and I've already made this decision. I'm going to pick the winner of Rutgers Notre Dame over Alabama.
See,
I low key like that.
I think if Rutgers wins, yes. If Notre Dame wins, I think I like Alabama.
I think I like Notre Dame over Alabama more than I like Rutgers over Alabama.
I mean, Alabama could also just get hot and make a run if they're making shots.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a big if with them this year. though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, it could happen.
they're close in. Again, I'm referring to Ken Palm. They're close on defense. No. Yeah, that's right. They're close on defense, and the offense gap isn't as big as I thought it would be. The other thing that Notre Dame plays slower than Alabama, and I think that they can slow Alabama down and force them to play at their speed. I think that Alabama is really good when they play fast, but they're as a fast team. Not all fast teams are exposed to this, but they're vulnerable to being slowed down. I think.
Yeah,
I agree with
that's
that.
fair.
They turn the ball over a lot, too.
And that's part of it. That's part of why they can be slowed down. Next note I had, I like Texas Tech, not just to make the Sweet 16, but maybe
Final
potentially
Four
the Elite
push?
Eight.
Oh.
I don't know about Final Four. Elite Eight, though? And I didn't look this up, but I might be wrong. This is their first year without Chris Beard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is that guy.
So their first season without Chris Beard, they could be an Elite Eight,
Yeah.
maybe
No,
chance at a
they
Final
have the
Four
number
team.
one defense in the
Yeah.
according to Kim Palm. They are really good.
Yeah.
Last note I had, I can't believe they gave Duke the Gonzaga region.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's kind of funny. They put Duke with the number one overall seed.
Yeah. What do you think about the Davidson Michigan State matchup?
I've gone back and forth on that.
I'm kind of I could see Davidson winning.
I could
don't know a
definitely
whole
see
lot,
Davidson
but-
winning that game, and then I could definitely see Davidson beating Duke.
I can, too. I'm the
But
same
also,
way.
I think Michigan State Duke would be fun. Just
I
from a
know.
coaching standpoint.
Davidson has a really bad defense.
Yeah. I didn't know that, but
Their number, Michigan State's 40 in Ken Palm. Davidson's 41. Adjusted efficiency.
also I have
margin.
a a mental note. I hate Gonzaga, so most of my brackets I haven't had them getting to the Final Four.
I haven't
Just
made any
out of
brackets.
spite.
I
Just
haven't made
out of
any
spite.
brackets yet.
Mainly because I don't like Drew Timme and Chet Holmgren.
How many can you make on ESPN? Is it 24?
25.
25? Okay, so I'm going to make 25 brackets with Kentucky winning it all. I do that every year that they're in the tournament.
I have 2 with Kentucky winning it all.
There you go. Why did you do that to me? Don't do that. Oh! I meant to tell you this. This is not West Region. This is overall. I like to look at a lot of computer simulation brackets where they computerize the entire thing based on different things. And one of them had Kentucky and Tennessee in the national championship game. That would be just
That would be wild.
Like from Saturday when the 2 games are over till the game starts Monday, my heart rate would be at about resting 120 till the game started. 100%.
Yeah.
East.
That was everything I had in the West region. No, the next one that they revealed was South.
Okay,
I took my note.
I just have it in the.
Okay, well, I took my notes as they revealed the bracket.
Okay, that's fine. I was just going by the app.
I mean, I can bounce around on my notes. It wouldn't make much sense because I have a non-tournament.
Hey, hold up. Don't go to the next region.
No, we're still in the West.
We got to pick our Cinderella out of this region.
Cinderella out of this.
Everybody
So
picked their Cinderella.
here's my question.
Cinderella can be anything. In my opinion, a Cinderella can be 7 seed or lower.
To go how far?
I think Elite.
That depends on
Elite
which.
Eight, at
I
least.
think a Cinderella has to make it to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, Elite 8 at least.
You don't think Sweet 16?
Nah,
I mean, second week, like making it from the first weekend to the second weekend is huge.
I mean, yeah, but like
you gotta make it to the
for
Elite Eight.
a double-digit seed, I guess that's fair. But like if it's a 7 or an 8 or a 9, I think like they got to push to.
Well,
the
hey, I
Elite
tell you what, yeah, let's do that. If it's a double-digit seed, outside of like Michigan, I don't think Michigan should be a double-digit seed just because they're such a big school. But,
I don't think they should have got in.
Yeah,
All right,
I
tell me this.
um,
In the West region, would this qualify as Cinderella? 5 seed UConn upsetting Gonzaga in the Sweet 16 to go to the Elite 8.
because it's Gonzaga, I would consider that because it's the number
it'd be
1
a big
overall seed.
upset.
But does that count as a Cinderella story upset? I think it just counts as a big upset, so I'm not going to take that.
Yeah.
What about UConn going to the
Cinderella,
Final
like-
Four? Does that count as
I'm
Cinderella?
looking at it right now. Like if Vermont makes it to the Elite Eight, it's a big deal. If Vermont makes it to the Sweet 16, to me, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So I think mine would probably be either Vermont.
I'm going. Yeah, I'll let you go.
Do you have that in the Excel sheet?
I think it's
Yes.
Vermont or
Send that to me.
Davidson, right?
Yeah. Vermont.
I think Vermont goes.
Rutgers.
I could see Vermont going to the Sweet 16. I think it wouldn't. It would not shock me if Davidson got hot and went to the Elite Eight.
That's fair.
No, I 100% agree.
Like that's Davidson. I think could make a run. They can score the ball. Now that matchup with Texas Tech would be very contrasting styles.
Yeah, because Davidson, like I said, they have a bad defense.
Yeah,
They actually have the second worst defense in that region behind Cal State Fullerton.
Yeah, I was going to say
In front
Davidson to the pushing.
Well,
the
depending
Sweet
on how you
16.
look at it.
I mean I could see them beating Duke. I could see them.
Yeah.
But as a consensus, do most of us have Gonzaga going out of that region? Do we think?
I haven't made a bracket yet.
I don't just because I don't like Gonzaga.
I mean, I think Memphis would be a huge Cinderella team.
I don't know. I could honestly see Arkansas making it out of there.
Oh, I could too. I could see Arkansas.
I've had Tech coming out on all
Arkansas
mine.
or UConn. I mean, I don't think Gonzaga's just this for sure thing. And they don't play anybody for the majority of the year.
They played San Francisco and St. Mary's.
And they lost.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
they
lost to
got-
St. Mary's.
They got beat. They got beat by Alabama. They got beat by Duke.
You never know. I don't know. There's
And,
gonna be my answer to a lot of things. Is just gonna be like, dude, I don't know.
I just feel like they've
Which I
never.
love.
I know they've made it to the championship 2 times
What
in the
about
past
the
few years,
what-
but they've never gotten over that hump.
What about the committee doing that where
Of
they
winning
put Duke and Alabama in the same bracket as Gonzaga, 2 teams that have beaten them?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know. Like, do they consider that at all?
I don't think they really.
I don't think they consider anything
I don't think they
for
can.
the high seed teams other than
Yeah. Tennessee should be a 2.
Here's how I'm gonna word it.
They should.
I think their
Over
seeding was wrong.
Yeah, I would put them over Duke.
I think their seeding of specifically Tennessee and the teams that they maybe should have jumped was wrong. However, it was consistent with how they've done it for
Yeah.
20 years now. Like
Yeah, that's fair.
I 100% agree with it being incorrect seeding. The seeding being incorrect. But I wasn't surprised or like, oh, come on. I was just like, yeah, they do that. They do that a lot.
I'll ask you in a second.
They do it all the time. It's bad. It's bad.
Are we gonna do the heroes and villains from this region too?
Are we doing that overall?
Or are we just doing that like
I was just going
at
to
the
say,
end?
I think that was an overall.
That's an overall
Okay,
at the end.
okay.
My last point about this region, I did this for average adjusted efficiency margin, which is what KenPom uses to rank teams 1 through 358, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second hardest region. So this, yeah. Second hardest region, West region.
Okay.
What's the hardest region?
Well, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Okay. What? So South? Are we doing South now?
The next one that they revealed was the South region.
Okay, let's
This is
do the
Arizona's region.
Yeah. Let's do the South.
First note: does Peter, Kiss, and Bryant pull off the second 16-1 upset ever?
No.
No.
I didn't
I
think
don't
so.
No.
Would be crazy and fun.
It would be. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Anything else about that game? I
No.
think that game's not going to be really much.
I'm interested in Arizona just because I think OKC could draft Christian Coloco like late first, early second.
I'm interested in Arizona because I haven't watched them much. I don't watch a lot of the West games.
I don't
Yeah,
stay
I
up
don't
late
either.
enough.
And Benedict Mathurin is apparently amazing.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't even know who that is.
He's their like guard.
Well, maybe.
I mean, he is their guard.
Well, I don't know. Is the thing. I think Houston.
You think they're susceptible?
No, I don't think they were 5. They should
Oh.
be a better seed than a 5.
Like
I don't know why they're the 5
3
seed.
or
See,
4.
who would you put them over though?
Well, I would have them certainly in the top 16 of the top, like in
No, but like
a 1
what
or
4 seeds would you have them ahead of?
That's the thing. Like I
Illinois.
didn't watch everybody, so
Providence.
I think I could have dropped Illinois a little bit.
I mean, Providence won the Big East.
Could have dropped Providence.
UCLA, Arkansas. That's other ones.
Yeah, it's,
Like I don't.
I mean, it's hard.
They have zero.
Purdue
Quad,
could've dropped
they have zero
more.
quad 1 wins.
I know. I just think that they're good.
Hey, quad
And I think
one wins
Kelvin
don't
Sampson's
actually
a
matter
good
though.
coach. I think Kelvin Sampson's a good
10 of them, versus 6.
I know. I am aware of the seeding disparity.
Despair. Yeah.
Disparity.
Yeah.
I also think that they got the toughest 12 seed UAB.
Yeah. That's fair. Do you think they're susceptible right there?
No, I think they're going to win.
Is UAB good? Because my sister goes to school there.
Yeah, they're good. They got
Yeah.
Jelly Walker.
They got
No, I'm saying
Jelly
is-
Walker.
Is there like direct correlation?
Oh. Well, you're asking just because you wanted to know. Could be. I'm not
Well, I
sure.
mean, this is.
Did she go to any
How long
other
has
schools
she-
before
How long
that?
has she been there?
Lipscomb. This is
So,
When
so
the-
it has nothing
I
to
mean,
do
It
with
might
that.
have been.
It has
When,
nothing
hey,
to
it
do
might
with
have been
that.
when we were good though.
Her first year at UAB, they make the tournament.
When was she at Lipscomb?
I
She's a
mean,
year younger than me.
So she was there when
Lipscomb made the tournament.
Yeah, but does that make you good?
I mean, it
I mean,
was
they made
Lipscomb's
the tournament.
best team ever. Then next year they went on the
Can you really say that?
Not Lipscomb's best team.
Division 1.
who was
Best
what
Division
team?
1
That is
team. Like
not,
when
not
as,
Lipscomb's best team
It's
ever.
the best Division 1 team.
No. The Adnan Hodzic team would have kicked the shit out of that team.
I don't even know who that guy is.
he
I
played at
remember
Lipscomb.
him.
He was
Yeah,
good.
He was a 4.
Maybe. Who
He
knows?
was good. Anyway, you don't have any notes on Seton Hall TCU?
No, that's another really even one.
Yeah, that one's
That's
very.
fair.
I don't know.
That's a toss up.
I think I've split.
I think I bet on TCU twice during the Big 12 tournament, and I split. So, I don't know. I kind of, because it was a win and then a loss, I kind of don't like them. Because my most recent bet on them lost.
Yeah.
So I don't think I like them, so I might go
I
Seton
think
Hall.
I've picked Seton Hall
I like Seton Hall.
more than a
They are 35 and 38 KenPom. So,
pretty
close.
similar. Yeah. Okay, what's
They also have similar offense and defense numbers. Offense is separated by 0.3. Defense is separated by 0.3. No,
Oh, wow.
0.2. Just a little tidbit.
other notes?
Yeah, I gotta go back to my notes.
Me thinking, looking at the bottom half of the bracket, I think this is the easiest route for the 2 and the 3 seeds to get to face each other
Yeah.
out of all the brackets. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Oh, this is
Get out of the
this is the easiest bracket.
Yeah, to get
The
out
easiest.
of to get to the
What's the
Sweet
word?
16.
Region. This is the easiest.
So yeah, they got a bad pick or a bad seed, but they got a
Oh, this
easy
is
draw.
Tennessee.
They got
Yes.
a better. I think. I mean, I wouldn't if I was a Tennessee fan. I wouldn't switch places with Duke or Kentucky.
No, I wouldn't either.
Just
but
It's
the
the
fact that they
principle.
should have been yeah.
It's the principle of the matter, which I understand.
it's like saying, yeah, I could have been hitting a 10, but this 9 cooks for me. So like,
Yeah, we all
That's a
relate
good
to that.
analogy.
We all relate
I feel
to
that.
it. I mean,
I feel that.
all of us do.
This 9 bakes cookies and brings them to the apartment.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
This is gonna sound like a duh note, but there's not a Luka Garza. Luke.
Luca.
Is it Luka?
Yeah.
There's not a Luka Garza to keep Kofi Coburn from making the Elite Eight this year. So
Apparently,
They lost in the
Chattanooga
first round
has.
last year, or second round.
second round.
Apparently,
So they didn't even make
Chattanooga
the Sweet
has
16.
a bunch of has like 3 good.
That was to
bigs.
Iowa.
No, Chattanooga has the transfer from Kansas that threw the punch.
I know, but like I said, duh note, he's not Luka Garza.
Like apparently they have a lot of bigs they can just throw at Kobe.
no, quite literally, he is not Luka Garza.
He's not that good, is what I'm saying.
He's pretty dang good.
He's nowhere near as good as Luka Garza or
Like,
Kofi Coburn.
Apparently, a lot of people
He's so good.
are picking Chattanooga.
Luka Garza was Player of the Year last year.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, he's not that good.
He was the best player of the year.
There was
Saying it's
nobody.
not for Chattanooga, isn't it?
Oh, I thought you were saying Luka Garza. I was like, yes, he was.
Yeah, he
No,
was.
I'm saying that. Dude,
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I think
he's
it took a
still
roadblock
really
like
good,
that
though.
to keep Kofi Coburn from getting his team to the Elite Eight, and I don't think that anyone's going to.
Who beat him last year
Iowa, Luka Garza.
in the second? No, they didn't play in the
Second round.
No,
Then
they
it was
don't.
Sweet 16.
They don't. It might have been Sweet 16, but they don't do seeding to where conference teams play in the first 2 rounds.
It was Luka Garza last year. I know that because I had Illinois going really far.
I know that's.
I did
I know they. I know they. Factored
I
that
actually,
in.
I had Illinois winning. One,
I think
probably
Illinois.
8 of my 25.
I think my main one, like the one that I was going by, I had Illinois winning it.
The one that I put.
So
in
I do
fantasy.
I do a master bracket on paper,
Yeah.
and I use that for all my competitions, and then I do 24 other brackets just on ESPN to see if I can win $1 million. Master bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a master bracket
Yeah.
on paper.
Any other notes?
Yeah, I've got 3 more notes on this one. 2 more because we already talked about Tennessee. This is a long one. Michigan making the tournament, let alone getting past from the first 4, is borderline. I was gonna say criminal, but everyone keeps calling everything criminal in the NCAA, so I'm just gonna say it sucks and it's
Yeah.
stupid.
I don't think they should be in.
I would add A&M and SMU over them. And Michigan's first team, fewer than 4 games over 500 to make the tournament since Georgia in 2001.
Wow.
We all remember that. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Totally.
that was a bunch of malarkey
Yeah.
or bularkey. I've never actually known if it's malarkey or bularkey.
It's
Is it?
Also, can we take a timeout? We didn't say anything about Mike White finally being gone from Florida.
That's a good point. He is gone. He went to Georgia.
Thank goodness.
That was so weird.
yes.
We don't have to pay a buyout.
Georgia is
Who
paying
farted?
Florida. Georgia has to pay Florida $1.25 million.
I don't understand that hire at all.
I mean,
Hey, I don't either.
They'll be better than they were last year.
That's not hard to do.
I know. I'm just saying, like they'll be a solid team. It's
He's a pretty good recruiter.
It's just like
I just don't understand.
Florida should be better than solid.
Yeah.
Why not bring Andy Kennedy back to the SEC? He just won his conference at UAB. I think he's a good coach.
Yeah. I don't know. We can keep.
Ole Miss was better with him than they are with Kermit Davis. Will Wade got fired. Frank Martin got fired
Frank Martin got fired
today.
Today.
Dang. I remember him at K-State.
Yeah.
They have more. They have
He
more
was
people
good.
go to the girls' games than they do their boys' games.
Well,
They're like
the best
number 1 in the
girls
nation.
team.
Yeah, but like
Listen, don't even act like you wouldn't be one of those people.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
Not unless I personally knew one of the girls.
Yeah,
that were
okay.
playing.
Okay, let's keep.
Last thing I had,
Uh-huh.
Tennessee. I think Tennessee has a great setup to go to the Elite Eight.
Yes.
I do too.
Because we already played Nova and we're playing way better than we did when we lost to them.
It's impossible to say that it's an easy, but they would play them in the Elite Eight. 2-3,
No, they were playing Sweet 16.
Yeah.
2 and 3. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's Sweet 16.
Yeah,
That'd be a good, very
That's
good
what I
Sweet
thought.
16 matchup. But I do think for for the bottom half of this region, that's the easiest route for the 2 and the 3 to get to
Yes.
to the Sweet 16.
I agree. Okay, what's?
Oh,
we
don't
gotta
sleep
do-
on Colorado State.
We got to do possible Cinderellas for this.
Yeah, I like 5 seed again.
Virginia Tech.
No, this is the South region.
You're right.
I mean, I think just based off what I've heard, I think Chattanooga.
Yeah, I like Chat.
Loyola Chicago has a really, really good defense.
I think
compared to
they'll beat
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
I'm probably going to pick Ohio State over them, but I can see that happening.
Just because, like, I remember from watching the Florida Ohio State game. What's his name?
I don't know.
Liddell, EJ Liddell.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think, other than him, they don't have anybody that's just that great. You know.
Yeah.
I think Colorado State will be competitive in games. They play a really slow tempo.
I think they beat Michigan.
I do too. And
That's not
they're
an upset,
they're
but-
6 seed, but I like it. They play that style that keeps you in ball games.
Yeah.
So like,
That's another really close. Like they have the exact same offensive rating.
they
Defense
could,
is slightly Colorado State's defense slightly better than Michigan's.
I mean, I guess if Jelly Walker's balling out,
yeah,
so
Joey.
UAB could.
I think so.
push
Yeah,
to
if he goes off, he could upset.
Yeah,
UAB
I
could
mean-
upset Houston. I'm not going to pick them over Houston. I've looked at Houston coming out of that region.
John Alex, who do you think is a potential Cinderella out of this?
We're in the South.
South,
Yeah.
Arizona region.
The East.
No, we're coming back to that. We're doing it in the order that they revealed it. So East will be last.
So I really don't. I mean, I guess UAB. I don't think this is where the Cinderella comes from, though.
I don't either.
That's fair.
No, I agree. Like I said, this is the easiest bracket, so I expect the higher seeds to be.
I think this will be a
It's
1,
a
2,
one-
3.
Yeah,
through-
like
1 through
maybe,
4 or
maybe
5.
Michigan beats Colorado State, but that's not an upset.
Yeah, it's really not.
And like
They'll be favored in that game.
CU, that's not an upset.
Lines might already be out, but I mean, I would expect Michigan maybe to be favored in that game.
Yeah.
Don't hate on Longwood.
In the first round, I don't know. I would almost take chalk across the board in the first round of this region, except for the Michigan.
See, I
That
think
one toss up.
I think
Colorado State.
I think Loyola too.
Yeah. All right.
That's just me.
Oh, last thing,
but
Tennessee
it is
got-
first year head coach.
Tennessee got shafted with the seeding, and now they're stuck with Longwood. Anyway,
Nice.
my next note, there was a commercial break between these two region reveals, and so I wrote this note down. What on earth is Buick doing to promote women's athletics in media exposure? What? They're a car company.
They have the commercial.
I know, that's when they showed that commercial. I was
That's
so
what
confused.
they're doing for it.
That's it?
That's the commercial, yeah.
What was that? They had a 30-second commercial about we, the car company, Buick, are doing our part to promote women's athletics media exposure. What are you talking about? Make cars. That's it. Just make cars. That's all you have to
That's
do.
all you're asking.
telling them to shut up and dribble.
That's exactly what they're doing. I would never tell a car to shut up and dribble. All right, Midwest. This is Kansas.
Kansas.
I think Bill Self has a cakewalk to the Elite Eight.
Dude, I don't know.
I
Low-key
see. Dude,
like
I-
Iowa. I like Iowa. Keegan Murray is
I've
really
got-
good.
I've got a couple different feelings
I
about
like
this.
Iowa.
San Diego State.
But Baji.
San
I
Diego
know, but-
State will give Kansas. That'll be a very close game
No.
in round 2.
You think they beat Creighton?
Yes, I think San
I just
Diego
know
State
Creighton
beats
right
Creighton.
ended the year well.
offenses. Look at San Diego State's offense, and then Kansas.
Yeah,
It's a 15-point difference.
look at
And then their defense.
San Diego State has the number 2 defense according to Kim Pom.
I know, but I just think they're going to run it up on them.
I think that game will be very close.
Kim Palm's been more when it comes to the, and I probably I started using Kim Palm in 2018, 2019 tournament.
All right.
When I was making like when I'm making picks that I can't decide on.
Yeah.
Like I don't just straight do Ken Palm all the way through, obviously. But when I'm trying to pick a toss up, it's been more right with if you take the offensive advantage instead of the defensive advantage in the tournament when you're picking those games. So I see that huge offensive margin. I'm like, I don't know. I think if San Diego State slows them down, yeah, that's going to be a rock fight. But I think they'll run them off the court.
I don't think that.
I think.
Be a very
I mean, I might be wrong. Is the thing. I'm not always right, guys.
I think it's gonna be Iowa and Kansas in the Sweet 16, and I think Iowa can beat them. I really do.
Iowa can beat them, but I think
because
they won't.
Bohannon, he just has that magic. They got Keegan Murray, who's going to be a lottery pick.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. What about LSU, Iowa State?
That's my next note.
I like Iowa State, but
LSU doesn't have a coach.
yeah.
I'm not going to pick them.
They got an interim coach.
I just can't pick a team that doesn't have a real coach.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. The next game, Wisconsin and Colgate.
Like this is the hardest part of the season to prepare for, and you're doing it with an interim coach. Like that's such an extra distraction.
Do you think there are fewer distractions now?
No, I think there's more. It's an added there are obviously distractions with Will Wade being your coach because he's a criminal and he breaks laws. But now it's like
Yeah, stupid.
now it's like the whole season you know that these punishments are coming. Now it's like we know these punishments are coming and we don't have our coach anymore.
Yeah.
Like that's hard.
Yeah.
That's distracting, is the way to put it, I guess.
What do you think about the Providence South Dakota State? I know a lot of people.
South Dakota State.
Yeah.
I like South Dakota State.
I like the Jackrabbits, and it wouldn't. And I know I'll struggle with Iowa and South Dakota State a lot.
All right, I got one.
I just I don't know what's happened. I'm falling in love with Iowa right now.
And this might, I don't know if this will feed into it. Maybe this kind of kicks off the Cinderella talk. I think I like USC to upset Auburn in the second round and go to the second weekend.
I don't
On
think
either
that's
Saturday or
crazy.
Sunday.
I don't think that's crazy.
I think I like it. I think I'm going to make those picks. I think that's the way I'm going to go with it. Because
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening.
I just like it. I saw it.
And you could tweet at that guy again.
No, I'm not going to.
Or did he block you?
No, he still blocked me. It's stupid. I hate him so much. But I also love him.
You know what the worst thing he said
Is he deleted him.
and he said this dude with 450 followers.
It's like, dude, you have 4,000
Yeah.
and a blue check mark. That makes no sense.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like
man.
you and him, it's like Batman and the Joker. Like, you don't know what you would do without him.
I'm the Joker.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he Batman?
Well, I'm just saying, because, like, Batman's like,
Let's
why
do
you
the
wanna kill me?
Joker
Joker's
and
like, kill you. Why would I
Thanos.
have you?
Let's do like the Joker, and he's Thanos because he just sucks. And
Well,
he's
that's
boring.
completely different universes.
Well, not really.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
It all exists in a movie screen.
That's true.
Jacksonville State's not your normal 15 seed.
I don't know anything about him.
They're very athletic.
Oh, dude, that was the worst thing about.
But they're also like they were the third best team in their own division or conference.
Then they won the regular season.
So regular season titles don't matter.
Oh yeah, we can't pick them because Bellarmine should be in their spot. Not them.
Oh, I'm not going to pick them. I'm just saying they're not.
good.
Because if regular season titles counted, then this wasn't Tennessee's first SEC title
Since
in
1979.
79.
Regular season matters
No,
more.
you guys gave me crap. No, it doesn't matter.
I'm saying it matters more for like seeding and stuff like that than tournament does. Like tournament doesn't really matter a ton.
Apparently nothing matters, so.
Nothing else matters.
Like strength of schedule, because that one dude was like, yeah, Wisconsin has a better strength of schedule. No,
No, I don't think they do.
Tennessee literally had the third hardest schedule.
So there's a chance that Wisconsin had a harder schedule, but I doubt it because I don't know it.
Wisconsin didn't play UNC. And
They didn't play the SEC.
Villanova,
I mean, the top
and
4 teams in the
Kentucky.
SEC.
Texas Tech and Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had another one here.
I actually don't care that much.
I like.
It's all going to come out in the wash. If you're the best team, you're the best team. You're going to win it.
I've got my Cinderella here.
Okay, who?
South Dakota State.
Yeah, no, South. I've been.
That's going to be everyone's, isn't it?
Dude,
Dadgummit.
I've been on the Jackrabbits for a
Carson Wentz
couple
gonna be
weeks.
Huh?
Is Carson Wentz going to be there?
No, he's
That
not
was North Dakota
vaccinated.
State.
You're right.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
Adam Vinatieri might be there though.
Yeah, let's hope
What
so.
about Josh?
I'm gonna
Allen?
Talk about a celebrity sighting. Adam Vinatieri.
I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna say Iowa State,
Iowa State can make a run.
All right.
just because everybody's gonna pick the
Also-
Jackrabbits.
I'm going to say Miami.
And it wouldn't surprise me too if San Diego State makes a run to the Elite Eight.
I like Miami. Oh, I like San Diego State. But I don't like them playing Kansas. I like it. I like this whole bracket.
Mm-hmm.
I like the tournament. Tournament's fun.
A lot of people can come out of
That was our
Okay,
Cinderellas.
East.
John Alex, do you have a Cinderella in the Midwest
yeah.
region?
Yeah, let me check. I mean, I kind of like Creighton.
Great.
They played well in their tournament.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun.
Greg McDermott.
I like Creighton.
I've been to Omaha. Oh, one more thing. If Wisconsin is upset by Colgate in the first round, there's going to be really funny like toothpaste memes sent to Big Cat, and that's going to be a
true.
very funny Twitter night. If that, I don't think it'll happen, but if that happened, that'll be very funny.
That would be very funny.
All right, last region.
East.
This is the toughest region in terms of adjusted efficiency.
Efficient she.
Yeah, I've said it 3 times now. I can't say it correctly. Ken Palm. I don't know. I don't know where to start here.
I've seen people saying they think that both North Carolina and Marquette could upset Baylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've seen people say that too. I don't. I just don't know. Why was North Carolina seated 3 seats higher than Notre Dame?
Probably because they're North Carolina.
No, they've played
And they beat Duke.
better.
Yeah, but but like Notre Dame finished higher than them in the ACC.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know enough about the
They
two.
tied in the ACC.
North Carolina didn't really have like a great win during the season.
No,
Like,
they
until
lost
Duke,
it, yeah.
Until Duke.
Until Duke, they hadn't beat anybody that was in the tournament.
Yeah. So I mean that's a fair question.
Anywho, I don't know. I don't know if that is like if I dug into it, if I would if they got it right or wrong. That was when I first saw North Carolina got an 8, and I was like, Notre Dame was an 11. That's a pretty big gap for 2 teams that finished even the ACC, and Notre Dame had a tiebreaker over them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought that was interesting, but maybe it's not is the thing because I didn't look into it that much.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, is this the one? Yeah, UCLA Baylor potential. Is that a rematch? Because did they play in the Final Four or did they play Gonzaga in the Final
They
Four?
played Gonzaga.
UCLA played Gonzaga, so that would not be a rematch.
Yeah.
So I put a question mark next to that note, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
So Kentucky has weird people on Twitter, and they're all whining and complaining about potentially playing Murray State in the second round. I think San Francisco is going to upset Murray State. That's not really an upset because it's 7-10, and that's pretty close. But I think San Francisco is going to beat Murray State, and I would much rather play Murray State than San Francisco. I think San Francisco is better than Murray State.
I don't know. I haven't watched either of them.
Like,
Murray State's pretty good.
I think they're both good, but like, I don't know. My what's the word? Not over, but like, predominant opinion is I don't care who we play.
Yeah.
Kentucky should beat whoever they play.
I mean, they
first
should.
game, the second game. I mean, and I would argue in the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8, they should beat whoever they play. So I don't care.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, I don't care who they play, but it's like, well, those teams are better than I thought they'd be. When I looked into them, I was like, oh, they're
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Whoops. I don't know. I don't have a ton on this one, actually.
I mean, I think Virginia Tech beats Texas.
I do too. Virginia Tech's hot right now. Purdue, I love. So when we did like in January or whenever we did the first time we picked our four Final Four teams,
Yeah.
I had Kentucky, Purdue, and UCLA.
Well, so you're wrong.
Yeah, they all three got in this bracket.
You're not going to get all three of yours. I don't even know who mine were.
I have no idea.
I think I had Arizona.
Gonzaga was my other one.
I think I had Gonzaga. I think I had Wisconsin, and I think I had Kentucky. So my first one could still happen, I guess. Maybe I had Purdue.
No, I was the only one who had Purdue.
I don't know. This is a really close. Really, really, like 1 through 6. Maybe not 6. 1 through 5, I think, are really close.
That's fair. I don't know much about St. Mary's. I know they beat Gonzaga. I mean, I know they're a good team, but like, I never watched them. During
They
the
are
season.
16 in Kimpong.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Which, like, obviously Kimpong doesn't dictate how games are going to go.
No,
but that's why I said this was the toughest one, because this had the lowest average Kimpong.
Yeah,
So,
it'll be interesting.
How good's Wyoming on Kimpon?
58.
Where's Indiana?
Indiana, 36.
Between Illinois and Ohio.
See, I think
point. I think
Wyoming.
that is
I think
true.
Wyoming could make a run.
I don't want them to, because I don't want them to. So, I mean, that's my
fair.
argument there. I don't want them to.
I think that could be a Cinderella. I think Murray State could make a run too.
Yeah,
I really don't want them to, because
I
we
know.
play them
I
either
don't.
Saturday or
I
Sunday.
don't think Murray State will because of their draw, but
I'm picking San
they have
Francisco
the
over Murray
potential.
State.
no, I'm not.
Well, I am.
I'm on the Murray State.
You're on the Racers?
Yeah,
Might be Florida's head coach.
You think?
Which talks about it.
I'd be
What
fine
are
with
yeah?
that.
Who are the rumored Florida head coaches? Dan Mullen.
Well, I mean, they're
I
not
mean,
really
Anthony
good
Grant is
right
like
now.
people would
But I mean,
probably like
he's,
that.
you know, Murray State's been really good under him.
Is Florida going to play in the NIT?
Yeah,
They're going to?
NIT, yeah.
Can you opt out of the NIT? And would that be hilarious if a
Yes.
team did that?
Yes, you can.
Kentucky did that. They opted out in the first round.
They opted
That one
not
time.
play at home.
The
You know
Nerlens
why?
Noel year.
You remember? You remember why they didn't play at home?
No.
Because their NCAA tournament was in Lexington, so they couldn't.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that. That was funny.
So they had to go to Robert Morris and got beat.
Yeah, we did.
We when Lipscomb went to the NIT, we opted to not play at home because we were going to be a 1 seed or 1 or a 2. Because fans don't go to Lipscomb games,
That's a good point.
and so we.
You do
I do.
to the girls' games.
I don't.
I'm kidding, dude.
I watched one Lipscomb girls game this year,
My junior and
They went?
senior year, I
It was
went to
Belmont.
games because we were actually good.
but it was only went to it because the boys game was after it too. So I went to both.
But yeah, I'd be happy with the Murray State coach coming to Florida.
Do we have a Cinderella?
Cinderella's in this one.
Well,
John Alex, who's your Cinderella?
I like VTech.
Virginia Tech.
North Carolina can make a run to the Elite Eight. Murray State could make a run. Wyoming. I like Wyoming.
VTech has Hunter Coutures. That's all they need.
he a contortionist?
He was freaking spraying in the ACC championship game.
I'm probably gonna go with UCLA, Kentucky in the Elite Eight.
That's fair.
Yale, Ivy League champions.
That's true. I like that. What are we gonna do? Heroes and villains, and we have to guess exactly what game Duke will lose.
All right, heroes and villains.
And which game will end in a buzzer beater?
Ooh, buzzer beater. Let's do buzzer beater first.
Okay. Do you already have yours, John Alex?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have given it some thought.
I'm looking right now.
So if somebody gets this right, everybody in the pod owes them $1.
Sure.
The buzzer beater.
Sure.
I got my buzzer beater.
All right.
My buzzer beater is Tuesday, Bryant versus Wright State. Peter Kiss. I'm calling my shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
You get 4 picks. You can pick 4 games that the buzzer beater will have.
Oh, that's not.
Oh!
Take away the $1 thing then.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna say.
All right, my first game is gonna be the Alabama, Rutgers, or Notre Dame game.
Okay. I like.
You
that
got a
one.
buzzer beater there.
I'm going.
I've got a buzzer beater in Michigan State and Davidson.
Yeah.
I've got one in Texas, Virginia Tech. And then just because like you're either in it or you're out, I got Jelly Fam buzzer beater over here.
Jelly.
I'm going for sure. One of mine, Michigan State, Davidson.
Okay.
I think there's a buzzer beater. I think in. I'm gonna say Seton Hall, TCU. There's a buzzer beater.
Okay.
I'm gonna say. No. USC, Miami. Buzzer beater. And Colorado State, Michigan. Buzzer beater.
All right.
All right.
I'm going Colorado State, Michigan as well. I already had my first one.
Well, who was your first one?
Wright State and Bryant on Tuesday.
Yeah.
South Dakota State and Providence. And then San Francisco, Murray State.
So I like South Dakota State and Providence as well. And I like, let me find it again. I like Arkansas, Vermont.
Okay.
I like,
JD Note?
no, it's going to be Vermont.
Oh.
Maybe. I ain't calling it that. I ain't calling that specific.
He's not being that bold.
I like Chattanooga and Illinois.
Okay.
Kofi
And
Coburn?
no.
Kofi Coburn half-court shot.
You just have to reach out and drop it. It's so big.
And I like Boise State, Memphis.
Penny Hardaway?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so mine are the same as Christian's except for one.
Rude.
USC, Miami,
I think it's Miami.
Loyola, Chicago, Ohio State, Michigan, Colorado State, and they might be 2 different now. But San Fran and Murray State.
Oh!
Okay.
That was mine, dude. That's wild. My last note on the tournament I had, Tennessee and Kentucky. Both are playing their first weekends in Indianapolis.
Indiana.
Those are home
Okay.
games for Kentucky.
Yeah, they are, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
You've already
anymore.
said that.
It doesn't matter. If you shoot for 2 for 20, it doesn't matter where you are.
That's fair.
Let's be completely honest.
That's fair.
If you shoot 20%, you usually shoot 38% from 3.
Yeah.
No, 10%. Excuse me. If you shoot 10% and you usually shoot 38% from 3, it doesn't matter how many fans are there.
Yeah.
It just
So
doesn't.
what are we doing next? Heroes and villains or exact game that Duke loses?
Let's do exact game Duke loses next. John Alex, exact game that Duke loses.
I gotta pull up the bracket.
I got it first.
All right.
Go ahead,
I'm
Mason.
gonna-
No, go ahead, John Alex.
I'm gonna have them losing to Texas Tech in the Sweet 16.
I agree. I agree.
Same.
Okay, that was quick.
All right, well,
That was easy?
Is that what you?
No.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I haven't decided yet. I haven't made a bracket yet.
I think you're saying they're
I
gonna
have to
lose
go on
Davidson.
paper. I didn't go in the office today. I'm going to print off a bracket tomorrow.
Oakley thinks they're gonna lose to Davidson.
No. Go ahead, Will.
He
Texas
agrees
Tech.
with Texas Tech.
You agreed with that?
Yeah. So 4-1.
Well, so then I'm going to agree with that because that's fun if we're all on it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
why I
all
said that
on
was
it.
easy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we all agree. So
That was
make
the other
it-
thing I was thinking about us doing is us just making a bracket all together.
Like a collaborative bracket.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that now.
Okay. Okay, so
We can make a collaborative, like, second chance from the Sweet 16 on
Oh yeah, we could do
next
that.
week.
Yeah, we'll do that. Because
That's good.
Because it would take us a full hour to do a bracket.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're already at an hour and a half.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Let's not
This
do that
is our
now.
last thing, though.
Okay,
Heroes
no, no,
and-
no, I got one more
Heroes and
thing.
villains.
One more
Heroes
thing.
and villains.
No.
Well, hold up. Before that, predict your final four right now.
Okay, yeah, we do need to do that.
I made a bracket.
That's great. You got to pick it right now.
All right, but this might not be my final version, but it will be my final version for the pod.
Okay. Same.
Go ahead, someone
mine's gonna change.
Go ahead, someone else.
So I've got Gonzaga playing Kentucky, and I have Nova playing. I have Nova playing Kansas. No, Nova and Auburn.
I've got replace Tennessee with from Nova and Kansas. Tennessee, Kansas, then Gonzaga, Kentucky. I should have just said that. It was easier.
Okay, I've got Texas Tech playing Kentucky, and I've got Arizona playing Iowa in the Final Four. If Iowa gets past Kansas, they're making it to the Final Four.
John Alex, did you do yours yet?
No, I've got Arkansas playing UCLA.
Okay.
I've got Arizona playing Kansas.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. I've got UConn.
Ooh, I like
UConn
that.
playing Kentucky. And I've got... I can't figure out my Midwest. I've got Arizona, and I have them playing Wisconsin.
This one's tough. Like, I think it could.
Kansas, I think.
That's fair.
I think I'm going to go ones on the right side, and then UConn, Kentucky on the left side.
Okay. I like that.
What you getting?
Roman is picking USC, Villanova,
Okay.
Kentucky, Michigan State.
Okay.
That's a fun one.
That is fun.
2-7, 2-7.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Heroes and villains.
Yeah, heroes and villains. Villains.
Now, what determines a hero and a villain?
Hero is.
A hero, like, listen, if Peter Kiss goes off, he's a villain.
He's a villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be a villain. If that dude for Alabama with the god-awful hair goes off, he'll be a villain.
If Oscar Tshiebwe goes off,
He's a hero.
he's a hero.
See, like, I think
If Drew Timmy goes off,
Villain.
Tshiebwe's the opposite of
Chet
Kentucky.
Holmgren, villain.
He's been there for 3 years. Like, he's not the one and done. So, like, he's the opposite of what people would hate about Kentucky,
In college.
right?
yes.
Yeah, like Jordan Bohannon for Iowa. That's a possible
If
hero.
Burks for Virginia Tech goes off.
Couture's
hero.
possible hero.
Jelly Walker, possible hero.
Possible hero.
Keegan Murray, hero.
Yeah, they could have two heroes.
Drew Timmy, villain. Paolo
Chet
Banchero, villain.
Chet Holmgren, also a villain.
Okay.
Andrew
Jabari
Nimhard,
Smith,
Andrew Nimhard, possible hero.
possible villain.
Can we pick a coach if they're just kind of a jerk the whole time and no one likes them?
We'll wait.
And maybe
Wait.
Coach
well,
K,
he's not going to be
villain.
there.
Wait.
Well, I was going to say Mick Cronin.
Oh, yeah.
Mick Cronin, villain.
Nate Oates, hero?
Eric Musselman,
Hero.
villain.
No, hero.
Eric Musselman, hero. Possible hero.
Jay Wright.
He's a hero.
He strikes me with a villain look.
Who do we want
Yeah,
from
but he's
Auburn
just
to
so
be
well
able-
dressed.
But, like, Can someone be a villain if they lose early? Probably not, right?
No, you've got to like make a little run to be a villain.
Yeah, and they got to beat someone likable. Who is likable that could be beaten?
I'm trying to think. Like, is there? There's not really anybody on North Carolina that could be a villain. Like, I don't.
No, I was looking at
I don't
them as
think Armando
likable.
Baycott could be a villain.
I was looking at them as likable. Who could beat
So
them?
Baycott, hero could be.
No,
a
no,
hero.
but who could beat them and be a villain for beating them?
UCLA, Baylor.
Yeah, Mick Cronin.
The Jaquez guy for UCLA.
Hero.
Possible
He's a hero?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I got a villain.
Johnny Juzang,
Kenny
possible hero.
Hawkins, hero.
I got a villain losing in the first round and everyone's going to celebrate. Sister Jean.
Oh wow. Yeah, but Denzel Valentine's brother is the coach.
I don't even like her.
Drew Valentine.
No, I mean Sister
Sister
Jean.
Jean, tired.
Tired.
Peter Kiss, wired.
Why?
Whoever Chattanooga's best player is, possible hero.
I've got a possible hero.
Whoever beats Jelly Walker, villain.
Yes.
I don't think this team's going to do well, but if they do, possible hero, Sharif O'Neal, LSU.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is he there?
Yeah. He missed like
Yeah, I
half the
didn't
season
know
though. I think.
I didn't.
Yeah, because he had that heart stuff.
Yeah.
That was like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Johnny Davis, possible
Villain.
hero. No, because he would be
Villain.
carrying them.
Okay, Brad Davison, villain.
I guess, yeah.
He's like a Grayson Allen type of person.
That's fair.
Yeah.
John Fulkerson, villain.
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 Flop.
Who's that giant Russian fricker for Kentucky? For Tennessee?
With the
What's
scar
his
on his
name?
arm.
Scar.
Uris Plot.
Yeah, the villain.
You are.
Ashamed of big man.
What'd you just call me?
Yeah, he's a villain.
Brad
Villain.
Calipari.
Villain. 100%. Love him. Okay, so all time. There was one game where he got in and he posted an Instagram picture afterwards and the caption was earned, not given. It was so funny. It was hilarious because it's like, nah.
I don't know who else could be a villain.
Give me a,
Like, I don't know.
I gotta-
Note, villain.
Note's kind of
no, Jalen Williams villain.
Yeah.
JD
that's
Note
fair.
hero.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Like,
Kessler.
nobody on Purdue
What about
has
Gillespie?
anybody that's going to be a villain.
Jaden Ivey.
I don't
Villain.
think he's a
I don't
villain.
either.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's a hero.
Yeah, I think he's just like...
Gillespie.
He's just really good.
Gillespie.
Yeah, Gillespie, hero or villain?
Hero.
You think hero?
Hero.
I don't know.
I could see how people wouldn't like it.
I could see both.
I could see a villain.
I mean, I could see both, but I would say hero.
I don't know anybody on Marquette, so...
Shaka Smart.
Well, I know he's the coach. I'm talking about players.
Who? Dwayne Wade.
Who, John Alex?
Jimmy Butler.
He doesn't play anymore.
I'm gonna go.
Who's that guy for Northern Iowa when they upset Kansas?
I'm gonna go. Dwayne Wade, Marquette villain on the sideline, and they just show him too many times, and it gets frustrating.
Yeah.
Kind of like they do with Scottie Pippen for Vandy games.
Yes.
It's like I don't really care that he's there.
Jalen Duran, possible hero for beating Gonzaga if they were to beat him somehow.
I would say villain there.
No, because I hate Gonzaga, so he'd be my
I
hero.
hate Memphis more.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I don't actually hate Memphis.
I don't think
just
there could
like
be a
it.
hero on Memphis. Penny Hardaway, villain.
Yes. But he would... I'm just saying Jalen Duran would be like my hero.
Yeah,
Juwan
Juwan
Howard.
villain.
What if he punches someone again?
He probably will.
You think if he punches someone
He
again,
shouldn't
he'll
even
just
be
go
in the
coach in the
tournament.
NBA?
Shouldn't even be in the tournament.
That's true. Yeah, Michigan, if they win any game,
If-
the whole
if-
team villains.
If Michigan had another Wagner, that guy would be a villain.
Hunter Dickinson, villain.
More teams.
Oh, yes, I hate that guy.
Hunter Dickinson, villain.
Yes, I forgot about him. Will hates Hunter Dickinson too.
Do you?
That was last year. I remember you said something about him.
All right, villain.
That one dude on Vandy.
Yeah. What? Saban?
Oh, the
Saban
no,
Lee? Kyra Ellis?
he looks weird.
Kira
This guy
Ellis?
looks weird.
Why does he look weird, Christian?
Yeah.
You said he looked weird.
Yeah, why? What was it about him?
He just looks weird.
Just a feature.
Yeah.
He ran with his arms like this,
Oh,
like a T-Rex.
pause.
Yeah, T-Rex is a good
Slapped the
description.
ball.
That's all the heroes and villains I can think of. Hunter Dickinson is like...
He has potential to be all-time villain because Michigan shouldn't be in there.
He's in my top 3 villains.
Yeah, with Drew Timmy.
Drew Timmy, Chet Holmgren, just because I don't want OKC to draft him. And then
Paolo Banchero, that drunk.
possible number 1 hero, Keegan Murray, because I would love him on OKC. But they're
He's
not
not
going to
gonna
draft
be-
him a top 5 pick, so...
Trying to think
That's
of a
all I
Kentucky
have.
villain. Severe Wheeler, I think, could be a villain.
I think Wheeler could be a villain.
I think he could be a villain. Just because I would
I
understand.
mean, to some people, Calipari would be a villain.
No, to a lot of people, Calgary's a villain.
Okay,
I think
whatever.
he hits so many weird layups for a short person.
Yeah.
I could
He
see it
did.
being so frustrating
He
to
did.
another team that he's
Yeah.
to another fan base that he's a villain because of it. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Not like
No,
he's
yeah.
a bad person. Not like he's tripping people, but just like this stupid short guy keeps making layups and they look cool, and I hate it if you don't like Kentucky.
Hero, Dan Hurley.
I don't care for either one of the Hurleys.
Well, yeah.
Just don't care for him.
I don't know. John Alex, do you have anything else to say? Any heroes and villains that we
I just
forgot
want to
about?
talk about top 10 anime betrayals of all time. Number 1, Kristen Foster to his brother.
It's a good point. Ed.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Literally without a TV, without
You
contacts.
You do it.
without
I can mail you anything you need.
A TV.
Not a TV.
Okay.
Contacts. Pre or post workout.
company.
Can't mail that.
I mean-
well, you can get a mail order bride. That's company.
That's true.
She'd be from Persia, but that's alright.
That's true.
Emily wouldn't like that.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's
point. Yeah, I
good,
didn't think of
yeah.
that. Also, polygamy is illegal in the United States. So.
Yeah.
Probably
You know what's not illegal in the United States? Betraying your brother.
Oh my
That's
god.
a good point.
Okay,
Got a real
that's,
Cain and Abel story going on here.
that's
I
it.
don't like the way I just said Abel.
This will be up tomorrow morning.
We're not doing
and-
fully
Oh
torqued.
yeah, we're not.
Oh
Doing
yeah,
that.
fully torqued. Sorry.
Yeah, come on. I got a long one.
What's your?
Pause.
I got to think of one.
I'm fully torqued for college basketball this weekend.
Cop out.
That's a good point.
Will,
I had one, but it was an hour and a half ago, and I don't know what it was.
good point.
Oh, I'm gonna watch The Mandalorian. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
After basketball,
So I'm sitting at work today, okay?
softball.
And just
Because
as
nobody's paid me for it.
as
Yeah,
the
I'll do
news
that.
hits that the Braves are trading for
Matt Oldson.
Matt Olson, I get a text that says,
Hey,
quote,
little mama, let me whisper in your
it says,
ear.
quote, what time do I need to be at your apartment for Morgan Wallen Friday?
Oh, never mind. Thought this was a booty
So
call.
therefore, I am going to Morgan Wallen and not buying a ticket on Friday night.
There you go.
So
You think he'll say anything controversial?
maybe?
Start
But
saying
I'm kind of upset that I'm going to miss
He has
basketball games,
before.
but at the same time, like I'm not going to turn down free lower bowl tickets to Morgan Wallen.
That's,
I really did have a fully torqued, and I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
So-
you did.
yeah.
Well, let's just wait.
Tennessee winning the SEC tournament.
Rude.
That's fair.
Oh, when do you think they'll win another one? Will it be when you're 60? Will it be another 43-year drought?
I honestly don't know if we'll be anytime soon.
I think they were turning like almost everybody other than
I mean,
Jimmy
I think
Chandler
as long as they
and
have Rick
Fulkerson.
Barnes, they could. As long as he's the coach.
I mean, you're not bringing back Fulkerson because I don't think that would be legal. He's been there for 20 years. He's been there through 3
I mean,
presidencies.
BJ Edwards is coming in next year, so
I don't even know him.
he's another really good guard.
You might get Sky Clark. He decommitted from Kentucky a few weeks ago.
What
Brentwood
well,
Academy?
Vescovitch.
Innsworth, Montverde.
Really?
Okay.
I feel like he's been there for a while too. Vescovitch.
He's got another year.
2.5 years is how long he's been there.
Oh,
Came in
I think
this
Chandler's a lottery.
a lot of people.
Lottery
Yeah,
pick.
that's what a lot of people say.
Yeah.
I saw one draft had him going like 29th, and I was kind of shocked at that.
They're probably wrong.
Why would you draft a 6'2" point guard with 7 foot wingspan?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
If he had a
7 was so
wingspan, he'd be the first pick.
Well, it was Jimmy Dyke said that. He was like 6'2" point guard, but he's got a 7 foot wingspan. I was like,
Nope.
I mean,
What?
I was just like, dude,
That's
that's
not-
unreal.
that's not possible.
His arms are down to there.
Then I looked it up.
Maybe
it was
Rajon
6'5".
Rondo.
It was 6'5". Like he was off by 7 inches.
Yeah, I think Rajon Rondo was 6'1" and had like a 6'6" wingspan,
Yeah.
and that was insane. 6'2" with a 7 foot wingspan. I had a joke about it, but I'm not going to say it because it's inappropriate. So
I figured so.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll end the show there.
Yeah, we're gonna end the show there. This will be up tomorrow morning,
Lord willing.
and
That's
we'll
true.
do it again next week.
Lord willing.